This Day in Sports History. This episode is brought to you by Sterling Soap. Go to STIRLING soap.com and check out their full line of bath soaps, shave soaps, beard balm, lotions, and cologne. It's April 6th, and without a doubt, we're getting 5 for fighting today. I've got a few to talk about, including an interesting counter move used on this day in 2024 in an MMA fight when Mason Lewis used an unconventional method to escape a hold. This was an MMA fight for the FCP Bantamweight Championship in New York State. Lewis's opponent in this bout was Tim Fargo. Well, in the second round, Fargo wrapped his legs around Lewis's head in a scissor hold. Lewis attempted to get out of it with a throw, but he was unsuccessful, and after throwing a few punches, he was still unsuccessful and still locked in a vice of Fargo's legs. Well, Lewis found the bottom of Fargo's feet and proceeded to tickle. It did not result in an immediate release of the leg lock, but eventually he was able to remove himself from the hold. Lewis went on to win the fight in a split decision. His win, after incorporating his tickle tactic, raised some questions and led to a brilliant Pablo Torre Finds Out investigation episode. But yeah, tickling your opponent is not against MMA rules. It may not be a preferred method for combat sports, but it is perfectly legal. Also on this day in sports history in 1893, boxers Andy Bowen and Jack Burke fought to a draw in New Orleans after 7 hours, 19 minutes. It is the longest fight in which gloves were used. On this day in 1987, it was the super fight between reigning middleweight champion Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. Hagler started out this fight in a conventional stance before going back to his natural southpaw stance. Leonard won a controversial decision in this one, with the deciding judge regretting his scoring after rewatching the fight. That judge never scored another fight in Vegas, and Hagler retired after this one and never fought again. And in 1896, the modern Olympics were born in Greece. It was the opening ceremony to not only revive the ancient games, but to also commemorate the 75th anniversary of Greece's independence from Turkey. A total of 13 nations were represented. And time now for today's That's Got Nothing to Do with Sports fun fact. Historians dispute the fact that Lady Godiva rode through Coventry on a horse completely naked. Instead, they believe the noblewoman was merely seen in public without her jewels and thus considered to be naked in public. This has been an original Thrive Suite production.